We're here on the pound Aussie. This is the 60. This is a 240 AB equals CD pattern, a 60-minute harmonic move coming in at daily structure highs with a psychological number 18700. We also have a valid double top with, as I say, the RSI confirmation, and I've just waited just to get a slightly better entry. And what I mean by that is we've just had an indecision candle here, so we've held structure, and I got involved when we were a little bit higher than that here. So stop's just going ATR above the left test, so very small amount of risk here of 27 pips for a reward of 185. Let's do the higher time frame analysis. Wasn't completely happy taking a 40-50 pip potential trade on this, risk trade on this, even though this is quite a nice opportunity. So I'm just going to put a structure level on here, which is at our daily highs, and you can see we are up at that structure level right now, which is also that psychological number I mentioned, 18700. Let's drop down to the 240. So here on the 240 we have an AB equals CD pattern looking like this. Very nice, we're up in that area right now. And if we drop down to the 60, we have a very nice harmonic move. This harmonic move is nicer for me than the AB equals CD pattern. However, both of them complete at the same point. And with these, we already know that this structure line here is the daily highs. I'm just going to go out to the 240 actually. Okay, here on the 240 then, if we look left, you can actually see here, move that up just a touch, we've actually got this on the closes of the 240 candles, and if we look right, you can see then that we've actually hit those, making it valid on the daily and 240, and then if we go down to the 60, it does validate this this double top for me. So if we bring back on the orders, the ATR is 38, so I've gone 38 pips above the high of this candle, which puts me at 187.34 because I did get a better entry, so just 27 pips of risk. Now I would be looking for fib based targets, and I'm going to base them off the smaller harmonic move. That one is better and I believe more prominence, and so this would be the first area price could come to before it really starts to get into it any type of trouble. So there is the 38.2, and I am only 5 pips above it. Why am I only 5 pips above it for such a big trade? Because look at the gap between the 38.2 and the structure low. So I believe that if price doesn't push any higher here and the fibs don't move, then we can actually push down a little bit lower. So 5 pips above that 38.2 should be plenty because we're not coming down into structure. So it means that that reward to risk is fantastic basically. Very small amount of risk here, 27 pips for that 185 pip move. Just look at that. It's nice to see. Of course we do need it to win. I've done that the wrong colour. Let's go back. We need it green. Need it dark green. Dark olive green, that'll do. Okay, so looking at, well, it's changed a little bit now, 30 pips this time of risk for a reward of around 185. We're back for the update on this trade, 55 pips up, pushing down very, very nicely here. Let me just go to the 240 a second. I just want to run through this trade. So we were risking 30 pips for 185 here. You can see that 240 candle there is now a lower low, lower close. We did not violate the first test, so that makes the double top still valid without a break above, close above. If we go to the 60, you can also look at this as going to be a head and shoulders, because you can see a pullback and we actually came up for another double top. then we are just now breaking below this level. So I'd be looking here for a break like this, a pullback for the right shoulder, and then a continuation down to those targets. Very, very nice opportunity. There we are, pushing 60 pips now. Looking like at this stage that we could potentially push down here for those targets for 185 pips. We're back for the update. We are now 47 pips up, but I just want to talk through what's going on with this trade, because down here I was 100 pips up and we came up, and at one point I was just 11 pips in profit. Now you're probably thinking at this stage, God, I was 100 pips up and now I've gone back to break even effectively. That's what had happened. But it's important that we let the trade play out. What also does help is obviously if you've done your back testing, you'll know very well that you need to let it play out so you don't sabotage it. But if you can read structure as well, and I did talk about this being a head and shoulders, and we came up, and just look where we came to. I'm going to move this structure level down to this double top that has formed right here with the RSI confirmation. Now with any head and shoulders, what I'm really looking for is a couple of things. I'm looking for the break to the downside. Ideal for this to be a break below, close below the structure level. Now we didn't get that, but what you can also do then is look at the left shoulder, which is here, and in the wicks you want to look for a double top, and as long as we don't violate those wicks, then the head and shoulders is still valid for me. So even though we rallied from 100 pips up to what was effectively just 11 pips in profit, and now we're 46 up, doesn't matter, because with me working these head and shoulders so often, time and time again, you get to see the same thing, and very often we come up and we've done here, double topped. Now not only have we just done that, but if you want extra confirmation, I also said that we had another double top here, and then the break below, close below the V point, pull back for a 26.18 and a continuation lower. So this is still a very, very high probability trade. Nothing has changed. We just have to go through some pain in terms of being 100 pips up and then only 10 pips up, and then watch it come back down again into profit, because guess what, guys, trades do not move in a straight line. Even the most directional of moves have those ebbs and flows to get to here, and we pull back and we go up and we pull back again. You think this is a double top and it's over, and then bang, we continue on up again. So it's Friday now, so this will be a trade that will be held over the weekend until next week. We're back and I am pleasantly surprised. I have just got back from a bit of afternoon lunch, bit of a walk. When I left, we were only trading at this level just here, and now I'm back and I'm out the trade for plus 175 pips. What a great trade. What a great trade. Well and truly puts me in profit for the week. Let's just go take a look at the 240. You can see we got that nice. I do believe price can come a little bit lower as well, to be honest. Could even come a lot lower. But anyway, I am out to that trade for plus 175 pips.